So how convenient, right? How convenient. Um, it shows that you have fear in your heart. You know, it shows that you have fear, and he doesn't make any regular content. Y'all being an embarrassment should be a content. See, you are scared of the truth. See, if you're going to accuse somebody of something, you better make damn sure you got the sound clips, you got the dates, you got the time. The next time when you speak on my name, nigga, you better think twice about what you say. So I made a little comment on this nigga's channel, on certain nigga's channel, and he gonna sit there and try to run. I noticed I couldn't see the response. It seems that he went ahead and deleted his comment, but he responded to May's comment. That's some bitch nigga shit right there. So I'm not. It's gonna be brief because I'm about to go over there to Trio Logic's live stream and watch the beheading of just Pearly things because the white girl is going after Pearl and she just whooping Pearl's ass up and down these YouTube streets. I'm watching this so I'm gonna go on Trio Lodge's channel. We gonna watch that. But here's the thing, you know what? So I'm glad May is here. I'm glad you here, May, because he responded to you, May, but whatever he said to me, he deleted it. See, that's some bitch nigga shit. You supposed to be a man, nigga. You responded to a woman. You responded to a woman. But I'm a man, nigga. See, this is the reason why I can't stand lying. Oh man, I can't stand a lie and try to play a victim with that virtual signaling bullshit your ass was trying to do. Your ass was caught lying. Now, May, can you read what he posted under me? Because I can't see it. He must have deleted it. Hold on. Let me go over there and look. Let me go over there and look for a minute. Let me go over there and look. Shout out the pure butterfly spirit with that video she had put out. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to sit here and address this. Let me go on my history real quick. Now, he gonna say something stupid. Now, he said this to May. He said this to May. I can't be at you, May. Get your troll on, do your thing. 100. But when I sit there and wrote up on my comment, it's crickets. He went ahead and deleted the comment. You see, I'm gonna say something. There's something what you not saying speaks the loudest. See, it's not what you're saying, it's what you're not saying is the problem. Because there's more to your story. There's more to your story about you and your little situation. Now, is it my business? No, it's not. But because how bitch made you've been acting, you showing a lot about yourself. Because a nerve was hit. Like me, nigga, you just constantly lying about me and shit and thinking that what you say, I don't respect this person and that person. Well, put up the facts up. I'm waiting for somebody to just give me the facts. Facts matter to me. Hold on. Let me give this May real quick. May, I'm not gonna be here very long, so I'm gonna give you about 10 minutes. And I got roll up on out of here. I give you 10 minutes to speak, man, because I know what you're gonna because I got this, I got two videos I need to do. Right. I need to edit it. So oh yeah, I finished my script for this one I'm gonna do. So I'm about to look up for some I gotta give some graphics for that. So so don't worry about what nobody says you left. You made your mark on this platform. It's not really what I wanted. You know what's going on, man?
Hey, Big J, how are you?
I'm doing fine.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. So did you get a chance to see the video? The earlier parts of it. It's 5 hours, I
No,
know.
I haven't. No, I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't.
Yeah. So
Why?
Marvel,
What happened?
he spent about, I want to say, between talking about me and Peso, he probably spent about uh maybe he was making references to all kind of different stuff about Tam and Prism and all that stuff. But for at least about 45 minutes, he was just going in on me and Peso and calling Peso a bitch ass nigga and me, and not a respectable person, all kind of stuff. Just um and the root of it is he was in Tam's chat, and for me at least, and he was just being belligerent. I can't recall exactly what he said, but I respond to people's behavior. I didn't know who he was. Didn't really matter because everybody's just in the chat, and I just called
Mm-hmm.
him a misogynist based on how he behaved, and I blocked him. And I know for a fact that anybody I block is because they have some kind of behavior that or they said something real outlandish, like foolish, like like either violent or just you somebody I don't need to ever hear what you got to say again. So that's what I did. I blocked him. And later on, I caught him talking about me on DDS's channel. I'm sorry. And I ended up pulling up, and everything was not a problem. He asked me why I called him a misogynist. I told him it was based on your behavior at the moment, and he explained himself. He talked about, I'm not like that, this and that. I said, okay, that's fine. And we all three had a great conversation and got off the chat. I mean, it was lighthearted. It wasn't even a big deal. So I was shocked as shit when I got a message from a bird that he's going in
Hmm.
hard. I'm like, what? I'm like, about what? I was confused. And when I listened to it, I'm like, I know this is not possible that somebody took something from like months ago that's not relevant. And so now let me ask you this. In your case, how long ago was it that you had that conversation with him?
About 5 months ago.
Wow. And see, that's what throws me off. And so what happened was I had already started making memes because I'm just gonna troll. That's what I'm gonna act stupid. I'm a clown.
Hmm.
So I had already started making memes, and I told Pace I need some time on your channel, and I already made arrangements when I realized because I hit up the person he did the video with, and I was like, do he want to talk about this? Because I'm the kind of person, I'm gonna give somebody a chance. I'm not just gonna automatically just start acting a fool when I don't understand what's going on. That's what under the bridge, long time ago. In your case, it was 5 months ago. So the question is, why did somebody decide to rehash old stuff that's no longer relevant, and get really emotional about it? And I mean, I still don't have an answer. So anyway, long story short, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm
so
listening.
long story short, I told this person who let him be on their platform, I said, hey, what's up with this? Like, why? And he was like, I don't know, but you guys can talk about it. I'm like, okay, that's strange to me because I'm just like on YouTube and I'm a troll, so I don't even get this serious with anybody. And I was like, we could talk about it, and he declined. And when he declined, I said, oh man, now I don't have no choice. Now I'm gonna have to just clown publicly. Since you went public, I'm gonna have to clown public because that's how it goes. And so that's why, I was like, Peso, I need some time. Peso was like, I'm a bitch ass nigga. Let's do it. And so we clowned on Peso, roasting and talking shit yesterday. And then after I started starting memes and stuff, then I got a call from that same person. Hey, not a call, but contact. Let's talk. And I was like, oh, we want to talk now? Oh, okay. And so the conversation started. And we actually, all three of us had a decent conversation. And what I got from that conversation was a couple of things that I didn't realize. One is that there are people on the internet that take this shit way fucking serious, okay? Taking
Hmm.
it deep into their self-esteem and their value of themselves. I would never give that kind of power to anybody on fucking with an icon, right? Especially not no damn troll. And then the second thing
Why you? Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
and the second thing I realized is that um is that for the most part, there are people who really rely on the space for way more than what it's useful for. That's what I put it that way. I leave it like that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are your
So,
thoughts?
well, I think somebody put a battery in his backpack in his back,
Mm,
because ever since that lawsuit was filed, um, ever since that bitch nigga filed that lawsuit on everybody, um, it's
don't tell me you're going back to town. Is it town you talking about? Battery? Battery?
well,
Is she the
well,
battery?
no, I
Uh-oh.
think though she's the catalyst of all of this. I think Tams is the catalyst of all the problems that's going on. But she's not really, for me. She's not the main person
Right,
who's
right.
doing the law, who's suing everybody.
We know who the
Um,
fuckery is.
yeah. We know the second person who's doing the lawsuits on here, and that's why though I told people you got to, well, never mind, it's too late now, but like that shit that what they did the Peso Man. You know, and I don't like Peso Man, but that shit was so grimy. I'm like, yeah, that's y'all taking it too far. And then when I was accused of this shit and that shit, and I beat my own mama up, or I
Oh
beat my
wow, I haven't heard
girlfriend
that
up.
one.
Yeah, that old bullshit. I'm still pissed off over that shit. By the way, because you don't sit there and just come out the blue and say, "Oh, Big J, you did this, you did that shit." And I told man, that old ass heifer, if I get some money, I'm taking your ass to court because I could have this YouTube channel as a business, all right. And since you
Uh,
putting out that rumor out, yeah, I said, you know what? Yeah, I might do that. I'm not
oh, I
playing
know who
this.
you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. Trying to,
Right,
yeah, yeah.
her.
I got you.
So no, I'm talking about that old ass woman.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. So that's why I had a problem with Go DJ. That's why I got a problem with him because he tried to buck up to me and shit. Don't know what the fucking story is. Mind his own his bald headed ass his own business. He mind his own damn business. You know what the fuck going on? You
He don't
jumping
have
in
to
the
have a.
middle of that trying with his cape on. I can't stand a simp ass nigga.
He is so destructive. I clicked on I just click on for like 2 3 minutes and look and listen. I mean, it's so disgusting. He picks these most horrible stories, and um, he had one this evening, and it was a black man who just picked this girl up who was, I think he was related to her cousin. It was her cousin, her first cousin or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he did whatever he wanted to do with her daughter. It's supposedly a family member, I don't know. And then he dumped her body in the trash and called his cousin and said, "Hey, your daughter died. I just threw her away in the trash." I'm like, why do you keep trying to act like he literally is? I mean, it's sick. It's sick. He
See,
finds these stories and he acts like this is every black man, some demon monster. I mean, it makes my blood boil.
right, because he purposely what he does, he's trying to do confirmation bias. Okay, black men are bad. Okay, here's the confirmation. Let me go to the news story and let's find a news story that would present that story that would present that and use it as so all these women over there can get riled up and get out and get out of pocket, and these women start flagging everybody's channels. And that's
Yeah.
and that's what he's doing. So everybody
He,
else is lumped up together, good and
hmm
bad. Every other black man is lumped up to get anybody that disagrees with him is the enemy. And I can be anti-manosphere. I hate the manosphere. Even I'm lumped in with the manosphere. He tried to create a narrative on that shit because though I cussed out old girl ass out. I'm like, listen, just because I'm not manager, I'm not going to allow somebody to disrespect me or slander me. I don't care if you what race or religion your ass is. You slander me, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna cuss your ass out. I'm gonna smoke on your ass.
hmm
See, but
And
he
Big J,
he
you
he
know what?
saw me did that to old girl over there, the old
Mhm.
badass heifer over there. He wants to sit there and say, "Oh, you manosphere," and he did this little sneak diss and shit. That's why I got a problem with him though. He like to lump everybody into one little group and shit.
Oh yeah. And I
I got a
wanted to
problem
tell
with
you
that.
this. I just want to tell you this. Like, I know you got a really good memory, so you can remember better than I can. But I just want to let you know that I apologize if when I was on Tams or anywhere, because I think I was taken up for Reed on that day because you were yelling. You were like scream, like yeah, you was really going off. And I was just like, control yourself, stop it, And I'll be honest with you, at that time I did not know who Big J was. I just knew it was some dude on the panel hollering. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And so I just want to tell you that,
It's all right.
Your actions,
Listen,
but your actions and who
listen.
you are and what you represent is something I know now. I didn't know then. You get what I mean? I judge people
Right.
based off behavior in the moment, just like with Marvel, same thing.
Right. The thing is though, it wasn't. Listen, I don't fault you on that because like you caught me in the middle of that, and you wasn't aware of that, and you actually acknowledged that that was not. But but when it comes to him, he knew what she was saying. He knew what she was doing, and she was being
Right.
disrespectful. I'm talking about Reed. Reed was over there
Hmm.
was being disrespectful. I cuss her ass out. So
But she was cussing you out and then telling you that you couldn't cuss at her, which was crazy.
right, right, right. Like how dare I raise my voice against her? Well, you kept on calling me stupid and idiotic and everything else. I'm gonna say something
Yeah,
back to you. But
she was
but the
raging.
thing,
She was
huh?
definitely raging. She was
And
raging, no
and
doubt about it.
yeah. So what?
I said she was raging that day. She was raging.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm like, listen, you gonna rage, I'm gonna rage too. You get out of pocket. Now, what's so funny about that shit? Because my memory is very long. Marvel, I defended Marvel. She was cussing his ass out. So how can I be a simp ass nigga, a simp, mangina? I put a cape on for the black woman, all that bullshit. When I defended him, when she went after him, call him she made a homoerotic gestures about him. You're gay. You're this. You're like you like you like to have fellatio. Well, I defended you, Marvel, against her. You ain't say a fucking
Right.
word. You ain't say a word about that on that other night when you on that bitch ass that dusty nigga's channel though. See, my memory's very long.
Oh, I
And,
know.
and, and the sad thing about that, huh?
I know. I've heard
Yeah,
you
and it's,
tell go way back in history and tell it. Yeah.
right. And the sad thing about it, Tam put all that shit on private. She either deleted that shit or she put it
Hmm.
on private. And some of that shit her ass doing is one of the most sneakiest shit I ever noticed. I'm looking at her like, come on, you can't just be you can't just be sitting there talking shit on your community tab, while at the same time you act like though you above the shit. No, you're not, because you keep on she keep getting up in her community tabs, making a lot of shots at PP people, and that's what that's what she's doing. That's why
Yeah.
people are reacting to her because it's not she's not in no video saying anything. She's saying things in her community tab, and some people are being tagged, or some people have been sending messages back and forth. So I
Yeah.
ain't worried about Tam, but I avoid her. If I was anybody, I avoid her at all costs because I see what her ass
Yeah.
is doing.
Yeah, she seems harmless on the surface, but then when you look at the track record, you like, wow, it's kind of messy chick, real messy. So you think, yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Did somebody say something, put a battery in his back? Because there wasn't any good reason. And that's the thing too. It'd be interesting if it was the same person that told you that told me. If that was the same person, it might just be a whole like doggone, you know what I mean? Just a setup. Like we're gonna stir up some stuff and then mix the pot. If it's the same person, because that person who's told me, I don't even know who that is, honestly.
Does his name starts with an S?
Nah, no, no. It started with
Okay.
a P. It's like a play off of Peso's name, actually. Um,
Oh, okay.
so yeah, it's like a peso something. So okay, then maybe that's not the case. Then again, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, and the thing that was crazy was he was um kind of almost revealing that he had uh I guess you would say romantic type connection to Tam or a desire for that. I mean, you can't, he doesn't say it directly, but you can kind of get that from the conversation that he's
You know,
having.
let me say this. Let me say this. I think there's a lot of men on in this situation wanted
Mhm.
Tam. I think though they seen Tam, she's young, she's professional, and they are romantically attracted to her, and and they got trapped in her in that web. Now, is she now, to be fair, I'm gonna be fair about it because I don't have all the
And she does
evidence,
a
but
fair amount of thirst trapping too now. She do
right,
a fair
yeah,
amount of thirst.
yeah, the thirst trapping, yeah. She does a lot of thirst trapping because like that video when she was doing that, she got on camera with the airflow and she was doing all that heart breathing and shit. That was a
Oh,
thirst. Yeah, that was a thirst trapping video. You know, I'm looking at that and like, well, damn girl,
and the
I
bikini
see what you're
pictures
doing.
and all that stuff. Yeah. I'm on
Yeah,
vacation. I'm
yeah,
in my bikini. Look at me on the beach.
yeah,
She knows what she's
yeah,
doing. Yeah.
yeah. I know what she's doing. That's what I'm like, well, whatever. And then the problem is she made a lot of. That's why I don't speak on her. I leave her alone because she called me Archie Bunker, referred to me as Archie Bunker from
No,
All in
she didn't.
Family. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She got on that community tab one time and was talking about my anger issues and don't even know me. But my thing is you should be more worried about that bullshit, that lawsuit shit you part of. She should be more worried about that shit. Because that shit with the Mr. Rucker and all that other shit.
Right.
She need to be
Right.
worried about that shit. And that
And you
and
know
that
what the
and
fetish, the fetish might be for Tam, because I've been trying to figure it out. I mean, because it's a lot of women in the world, and it's not really that deep. But on YouTube, you got a certain kind of guys that they don't maybe interact with women as much as they would like, and so their expectations are pretty simple. And I think what it is she likes to argue and she likes to kind of fuss and talk shit. And I've noticed that a lot of these guys, especially red pill guys, they like to act like they want submissive women, but they seem to be very attracted to women who like to argue. Women who
oh,
that's what some
oh,
of the ones that sit at Torch, that's what they do. They sit there and get verbally abused. I had to actually back Cupcake up off of me, Triple or whatever Cupcake,
mm,
because he would come and he knows I'm a troll, and trolls don't like to be trolled. And I just block people who try to troll me. And so he would just say stuff like, come into the chat, May, something, 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 trying to get my attention. He wanted me to verbally abuse him. And I finally, I caught up on it. I said, okay, he's a masochist. He likes black women to talk crazy and ugly and insult him. It turns him on. And so, I had to just block Triple because that's what he's after. So my point is, I think that there are quite a few men in Red Pill that liked him because she is verbally aggressive and she likes to argue, and they hope to bait her into, they just like participating in that for some reason. So that's what
I
I'm
mean,
basing on.
she is a woman that's she's a lawyer, right?
Hmm.
So they're trying to they're trying to knock her. It's either two things going on, right? For
Hmm.
one, they see her as a powerful woman, right? And second, she's highly educated. They either are intimidated by her in order to knock her down. Talking about these manosphere red pill passport bros to try and knock her down a peg or two, or they so infatuated with her that it's kind of like they're um
Fetish or something.
it's almost like, yeah, it's almost like a fetish, like a dominatrix.
Yeah,
type of
yeah.
thing. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
yeah. So yeah, she's yeah,
So they either want to dominate her or want to be dominated. One of the two.
right. Right. And I think that one time, and I could be wrong on this, I think one time she thought I was pursuing her, which was not the case.
Mhm.
And I guess that's why me and her just don't, you know, because I'm not really pursuing her. I think though that's why she want guys like Brothers Abroad, BA, and what's that other nigga Flint with his stupid
Oh
ass.
God. Oh
Yeah,
God.
they all want
Major
her.
leftovers. Major leftover dudes. Oh my God.
Yeah, the leftover dudes. Yeah, the leftover Negroes. That's what they want, and they see her as a challenge, one way or the other, or she try to go after them or something, or I don't know. It's weird. It's
Yeah, I
it's,
know what
it's
you mean. I
weird
know
over
what you
there.
mean. They back and
Yeah,
forth. They do. Yeah, it's like a little
yeah,
dance.
yeah. It's weird. I'm sorry. It's just weird. It's
Yeah,
it's all
it
over the
is
place.
weird.
It's,
But
I'm
she actually
confused.
chases for their attention because she goes to the Passport Bro channels, chasing and looking for them though. Thirst trapping in there. That
Hmm.
was it, Razor Ray. She'll go in there and get on the panel. She likes the attention of underling. I guess you can call it peasant men. She definitely likes the attention of peasant men, which I think is a strange phenomenon for a woman because we're supposed to be hypergamous, right? We're supposed
I
to be
mean,
hypergamous, but she chasing peasants. It's kind of weird.
well, maybe well, whatever rocks her boat, but
Yeah, I
I just
guess.
see that, but all that other shit she's doing, I'm just like, is that necessary? I mean, like, what you doing? Is that necessary, girl? You just, yeah, you just saying some, whatever. I just,
Yeah, but if I was in my
yeah,
30s, I'd be living my best life. If I was, exactly in her position, I'd be living my best
because,
life, vacationing and having dates every night. I have such a like serious schedule for socializing in real life that I
mhm,
probably wouldn't even have time, at that age.
right.
I
And my
couldn't.
thing is this, right? My
Hmm.
thing about it is because I had a conversation with her one time, and I told her twice. I asked her twice. I said, "Do you ever want to be a judge or on the Supreme Court one day?"
Mm.
Because I always ask that question, and there was a reason why I asked that question because you know you are a young black professional. People going to go up to you and ask you to represent them on a bigger stage.
Hmm.
So my thing is like this. Listen, you are a black woman who is a lawyer. At some point, people going to push you to be a judge or push you to be attorney general or a prosecutor or whatever the case may be, anything in between.
Right.
Or in the big leagues in the corporate legal world, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
So my thing is, I told her what you doing online, it's gonna backfire on you. Everybody know what you look like. Everybody knows your name. Everybody knows who your parents are and shit. Because she the one filming herself in America, in the Caribbean, when she was in Africa and shit, when she was up in London and shit. Everybody see her, right? So
Right.
it's not gonna take very long for people to find out who she is. And her face is out there. So my thing is she need to leave this YouTube shit alone. When
Yeah.
it's already
If
bad
she
enough, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, if she has greater ambitions, especially in law, where your reputation and your name is everything, you won't make
Hmm.
partner. People will not have you sitting on their boards. They will not have you representing anything. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities you stand to lose because a lot of these things they do background checks. They're gonna
Right.
check your name against your credentials. They're gonna run a whole series of panels and stuff and selection committees. It's not a joke. Like if you're trying to really be somebody. and they're gonna put you through it. They're gonna challenge anything you've ever said publicly, anything you've ever done, anything you've ever represented, anything you have done that's in conflict of interest. Yeah, it's not nothing to play with. But maybe she has no. What did she say? What did she say?
She said something about like she don't care. And I'm like, come on, come on. Yeah. I told so yeah. You might not care today, but you're gonna regret it tomorrow. I
Mm,
told her straight up, you're gonna regret it 10, 15 years from now. When she's up in her 40s, 30s and 40s, and she's still she want to move up in the world. Listen, some of your lawyers become what, prosecutors, or
yeah.
some become up the corporate chain or judges. So my thing is, you're going to be, moving up in the world. I mean, there's so many doors opening up for her, but she want to fuck around with these sorry niggas on here. And I'm sitting there I'm looking at her like, girl, you're away your future away over here.
And you know what? Sometimes what happens, you're right. She is kind of throwing away her future. A lot of times what happens with foreign kids, and I mean, even adult kids, is their parents, especially like, yeah, Nigerian, Indian, Arab, they they set these standards. You will be a doctor, and you don't really actually get a choice. You don't. And they're like, we're
Mm-hmm.
sending you to college because this is America, and you're getting an opportunity, and you're going to do what your father wants you to be, and you're going to be a nurse, you're going to be a doctor. They tell you what they want you to do, not really let you kind of find your way and make your own decisions. They anything less than that, they're not going to respect it. And because these foreign kids want their respect of their parents, and they have to be obedient in a way that we don't, because like we're fucking like, I'm 18, you don't tell me what to damn do, and that's that.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have that option. So I could see her going all the way through law school, and it's not really her ambition. You know, it's just kind of like, I'm not gonna call it cosplay, but it's a role that she's playing to make her family happy because that's their expectation. So that may be why she doesn't actually. Most lawyers, you're absolutely right, Big J. Most lawyers, they have their whole future kind of planned out. I'm going to be a DA, then I'm going to go and be a judge, and then I'm going to try to sit for some kind of superior court judge. I'm gonna run for office. They keep their fucking hands clean. They're so particular about who they marry, the you know what I'm saying, their
Mm-hmm.
friends, who they associate with, organizations where they donate their money. They are very cautious because they know that at some point they're going to sit panels. They're going to be in selection committees are going to look at them, and they're going to criticize everything. I mean, we see what the Supreme Court justices go through, right?
Right.
I mean, they be like, you didn't pay your power bill all the way to a zero balance in 1992. What's that about?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They'll
So
drag your ass for any little thing you do.
and she thinking that like that. She thinks putting the videos on private. She think that's going to save her, right? Um, I like no, baby. Um, no, baby. With that whole thing with Miss Gold DJ talking about him, that bald headed nigga,
Yeah.
her associations with him and what they doing to Mr. Rucker. I like listen. Um, it's gonna come back to you.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna come back to her further down the road. But hey,
Yeah. She got a
I tried.
mean girl spirit, and he got a
Oh
mean dude spirit.
man, she used to go in on me on those community tabs. Yeah, she went in on my ass in that community tab. That's why me and her got into it because I was telling I told her, you're not the only one who knows the law. And then though she says, well, it's doxing is not illegal. Yes, it is. You can't enforce it. It's hard for it because I told her, listen, it's illegal in Alabama, it's illegal in Texas, it's illegal in certain states. But the problem is not it can't be enforced because Section 230 of the Communications Act that's passed by Congress, and then though most of your internet sites are in these social media companies are based in California, so you really can't get them to do anything. Like somebody in Alabama can't really force that person to stop because that company is in California
Oh
or
yeah,
is in
yeah,
Washington State somewhere. You can't just it's in
yeah.
another jurisdiction. That's why I looked at her like, girl, man, you stupid. No, it is illegal. It's legal for her and it's legal for that bitch nigga over there too. But let me not talk about him because I don't want to. I really want to deal with him right now. I really don't want
But
to
you
deal
know
with him.
what? The thing she needs to look at is the people that you following behind. Do you really want to be like them? Like he's an old, bitter, angry, like just he's like a prune drying up. And he ain't got no life force. He's corny, he's cheesy, just bitter, and the energy's all fucked up over it. I mean,
I
and that's
feel
the
like
thing. She got to ask herself, does she want to end up like that? Because if you act like him, you're gonna end up just like him, just like him.
that nigga's corny, man. He's so corny
Very,
and lame.
very.
That the music he plays, I'd be like, what type of fruity intro music is this shit? That's some fruity ass shit you playing. Like,
And I thought Leonard was mean when Leonard first started talking about him not being a good DJ. But when you think about it, it's like, dude, you so corny. I don't even know what kind of DJing you could have been doing as a black dude. Like this
yeah,
selection of
yeah.
music is bad.
Like nigga, you corny, nigga. You cornball. And cornball, if they put the word cornball in a dictionary, his face will be right next to it. He's so fucking corny. And then
Angry cornball.
yeah, and then though he tried to lean into that camera and shit. And I remember at one
Oh,
time he was trying to
mhm.
lecture me, right? He tried to lecture me, nigga. Who is you to lecture around here? You ain't shit, nigga. You only been here for what, year and a half. You don't know shit about this space. You don't know you don't know why people are pissed off. You just there because and my thing though, he didn't like when I called his ass out because I said, why would you beef with a dead man? You know, my thing is this. Everybody knows Kevin is dead, right? Kevin moved
Right.
on. Kevin's no longer in the table called life. So why would you keep making videos responding to a man who's been dead for over a year and 6 months? That's insane to me. And knowing how lame his ass is, you make your lameness makes
But you know what?
Kevin
But you
look
know what?
good.
He gotta keep him alive so that he can keep the women angry. That's the trick. And you're right. It doesn't make sense because if you really don't like something, the best thing to do is ignore it, especially since it's kind of gone, right? And just let it be gone. Let it be history. But he needs to keep reviving. He needs to dig him on up and put him on the pedestal so we can talk about him some more. So we can stay mad black women. That's the strategy. Keep talking about Kevin Samuels. Keep showing his image. Keep bringing him up. Rehash Kevin Samuels. He can't let him die because then he think his channel will be dead. So in order for him to keep his channel together, he got to keep bringing the memory of Kevin Samuels up over and over again. It's a strategy, a sick strategy.
Listen, if Kevin Samuels is the evil devil that he is, the best thing to do once that person is dead, has died off, is don't dig him back up.
Hmm.
Don't be like Friday the 13th Part 6 when old boy went to the cemetery and dug Jason back up. No, you need if something if Kevin Samuels is that evil, let him stay buried. Why keep
Yep.
mentioning his name? Most
Yep.
people, like half of the people, no longer mention Kevin Samuels. I ain't saying anything about Kevin Samuels in months.
That's
Most
true. He
people, half
never.
the people never say anything about Kevin, except
That's
for the
true.
people who are like that little Stacy dude, like that Stacy dude who's trying to be like Kevin. There's dude who trying to look like Kevin, do videos like Kevin with the whole moonlight, Rembrandt lighting and shit. That shit was comical, you know. But other than that, though, nobody don't care about Kevin. Nobody ain't talking about Kevin like that because Kevin no longer
Uh-uh.
here. You
That's
can't
right.
respond.
Yep, that's true. You're
Yeah,
right. Like that's 60, 50% of certain people are not even mentioning, bringing up. Like, yeah, I say let the dead be dead,
yeah.
and they have.
And my thing is this though. Only thing you're doing is making Kevin or whoever owes Kevin's account more money.
Mm.
Because
I didn't think
because
about that.
yeah, who owns Kevin Samuel's account? You YouTube channel. His own daughter, and possibly his baby mama. So why you keep on bringing that up? Why you keep bringing Kevin up?
Hmm. But bridging that to Marvel, the whole Tam thing, it made me realize that these people, there's some people in this space, male and female, that literally like if they don't get any kind of connections and self-esteem in YouTube, it's not happening. Like they need to be affirmed in YouTube somewhere. Like this is more
Mm.
real than real life. I mean, this may be something y'all been here longer than me. I didn't start getting on YouTube until my career was like finished, and I didn't have to worry about you know people like doxing or something like that. I wasn't really present that much, or I would be in the clouds and stuff, but I wouldn't communicate. Um, so that's what I'm realizing. Like there are people who this is a more simulated real world for them. And that's what I got from Marvel, that his validation. Because I said that to him. I said when we were talking, I'm a real civil person. I was being authentic too. And I was like, listen, I don't understand why I'm stupid, I'm silly, I'm goofy, I'm a troll. Everybody knows that. I'm like, I've harassed and irritated almost everybody. When I come into the chat, I get blocked. I've had to make multiple accounts. Everybody knows I'm annoying. It's like fun for me. So why would you let someone like me, who is irritating lots of people and trolling lots of people? Why I'm like friends with Peso. You get who I am. So like why would you take me seriously? I'm always joking. And he couldn't really answer that. And I'm like, why would you even let your self-esteem be offended by somebody like me? Why do you care that much? I still haven't got that. You know what I mean? It baffles my mind that this is the space where you get validation. I cannot imagine. I'm not saying people want to feel like, yeah, I'm winning, I got a good channel. Yes, you want to see success in yourself. But what I'm talking about is your personal self-esteem that you can allow something that somebody said 7 months ago, something that Big J said 5 months ago, to disturb your soul to the point where you are spending 5 hours upset. You see what I'm saying? That's weird.
That's when I'm saying like, why you go after me for, nigga? It was just like a two. And what happened was it was like a 2 minute statement I said to him, right? And it wasn't that bad. I didn't even say anything rude to him. All I said was, it's her body, her choice.
Right.
You can't make this woman to have your baby. And he got all pissed off because old girl had the abortion behind his back. But my problem is, what I was telling him is, well, you can't really force that. You can't force that woman to have your children. Her body, her choice. It's in the law. He got all pissed off over that. Oh, I mean, it's the truth, you know. And somebody told me this morning he wasn't married to this woman. So
Yeah,
so
he wasn't. He has
so
a baby mama for a girl and a baby mama for a boy. So he's got two children.
okay,
That was in the
so
video for 5 hours. He said it himself.
okay, so if you're not married to this woman, well, in some states they will allow, if you are married, a married woman, they wouldn't allow you to have an abortion if you were married. I'm trying to, I forgot which state it is,
Yeah, I
but
don't know
if
the
you're not
abortion
married,
laws for them.
right,
Hmm.
right, 'cause each state got different abortion laws. Like If one state, if you're married, she can't have the abortion. One state you can. But my thing is, okay, but you're not married to any of these women. But he over there mad at me because I told him her body, her choice. You can't enforce that. But my problem with him was not that. My problem was him acting a fucking fool about
So it was behavior. It was
it. Yeah,
behavior.
it was his own behavior I had a problem with. It wasn't like, oh nigga, you pro life, nigga, you ain't shit. No, it wasn't that. All right, because the women was over here talking about abortion, pro life, pro choice, you woo 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 woo, all that shit, right? And and I was happy to agree with the women because I was talking about the reason why I said I'm no longer pro life was because of the infant mortality rate among black women. So if black women are having these problems that they have difficult pregnancies and they're dying behind it, well, I'd rather have these women have abortion so they won't be dying. That was my perspective, right? So I
Mhm.
was trying to. That's really what the reason why I was saying I was pro-choice about because I was using a news article, or actually read there was about two, three new news articles I was talking about, and I said, well, that really changed my mind. So when he got up in here talking about, yeah, man, my woman went ahead, man, and she had an abortion behind my back. Woo, 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 woo. I said, okay, well, I hate to tell you, it's her body, her choice. And then he went belligerent. Well, he was already belligerent before that, but he increased with the belligerent after it.
So would you say behind the belligerent behavior, would you say it was emotions?
Yeah, yeah,
Emotions
yeah,
being
yeah. He was being emotional. Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna go with Priscilla. I ain't in her cult by any means. And I'm not, involved in any way. Um, but she has a couple about two things that I have to really, really consider. And one of them is that we've always been taught that women are extremely emotional. And when she
Mm-hmm.
started to break it down a little bit, because I'm looking at scientific stuff, logical stuff, and things, I guess you would say objectively as I can, just to
Mm-hmm.
examine what she actually says and not her cult and her persona and all that other stuff. And I was like, damn, I had never really thought of it before. But when you really look at it, you can kind of see that. And I'm not saying emotions are weak. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I do actually believe that men are much more deeply rooted in emotion because women can bounce back from cheating, men can't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times. It's a lot of things that women can bounce back from. They can kind of put it in a logical perspective. Like, for example, women deal with domestic violence sometimes. Um, and it's because in a practical world where they're not worried about emotions, they turn their emotions off. They're saying, I have to survive. And in order to survive, I will tolerate X, Y, and Z. Not saying it's right. I'm saying it's a logical thing based on what they're dealing with that's before them. And so that
Mm-hmm.
I go back to say that I think Marvel is displaying that he's very emotional. He was very emotional about that. He was very emotional about me calling him a misogynist. He was actually disturbed. He said he was disturbed for the last 7 months. I said, are you serious? Like you ran that through your head over and over and you got emotionally upset. So, and he might not be, he might be out of balance, but I'm just, my point is that perhaps it is possible that men are more emotionally attached to outcomes. I'll say that. I won't just say emotional. They're emotionally attached to outcomes.
Let me say this because it's going to sound bad.
Okay.
Rollo Tomasi, who's the godfather of the manosphere, right?
Hmm.
Over the when I said manosphere, I'm talking about the across the board, right? Even he
Hmm.
said men are romantic when it comes to relationships. They have not I'm saying not a romantic, like you know, they're more idealistic when it comes to
Oh,
relationships. That when you when you are idealized, right? When you're ideological, you're not being practical. So therefore, when you're not being practical, without being practical, logic is no longer there. So that's
Right.
why you have these idiots online with the shame, blame, and explain. And I try to tell them like, listen, nigga, y'all can't, you know, you yelling at these women it's not going to get you anything. They don't care. You know, they already some half of these women don't care, and the other half are scared of your ass because uh, you are very what's the
Say the
word
word emotional.
irrational is what I'm
You're
saying.
feeling a lot. Let's call it that. You're
Right,
feeling a
right,
lot.
right.
Intense feeling is what's coming up out of you. And we don't know if
And
you can
that
control those feelings.
and that's why I think people are getting Priscilla wrong. I'm looking at when I look at Priscilla, I look at her arguments purely purely from the ideological perspective rather than about
Mhm.
that personality shit. I think people are too worried about is she turning women into lesbians and all that stupid nonsense. Those arguments are one of the dumbest arguments in the world. Oh, she's turning women lesbians. No woman can turn another woman to a lesbian. I'm sorry. I mean, that has to be a personal choice for that. So,
Yeah. So that's the thing. I mean, so this is what I think we could take away from the whole thing is that um and even with the raw B and the what's his name WOL that situation, people got to kind of draw boundaries somewhere, when it comes to internet.
mm,
In Marvel's case, you know, you might need to pull back. There's some people they're not cut out for online. They're just not. Most
right.
people can rationally handle it and say, I don't want to go down that road. Well, you know what? Like me, my husband's like, if it gets serious, he knows I'm a troll. He's like, if he like, he laughs with, sometimes I tell him some little silly stuff, but he knows. He's just like, if everything ever gets serious, he's like, you know how to get your ass on, and I'm gonna need you to do that. And it's just that
Mm,
simple. And I have common sense, so I know how to be like, okay, not don't, and I know not to certain people, they might be off a little bit. Don't even joke with them. Like, just leave it alone. So my point is, we all have to have boundaries, and some people are actually not, and that's something for women to think about too, as well as men. You might open up a can of worms. Somebody's attracted to you, they don't know how to turn that off, and harassment, all kind of stuff. And I'm just saying with Marvel, based on the fact that you are overwhelmed with emotion about strangers you don't know and will never meet, you probably need to not be on social media. And there are some people they just don't need to be. I could think of other people, like even Darnell. Darnell's another one. He needs to
uh
get off.
oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. See.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They're losing themselves in the space. You
Yeah.
see what I mean?
Yeah, I even said that about Darnell, man. You really destroyed himself. He's something. I did made a video a couple weeks ago about Darnell, and I was like, listen, man, you self sabotaging yourself. Like you don't see it,
Mhm.
and I see it. I mean, he self sabotaging himself, but nobody's gonna listen to me anyway. I see it. I see it happening. You know, I'm gonna let it happen, and then as soon as I said it, well, what happened to Raw B and happened to Prince Seller? I said, we, you know, well, we gonna leave that alone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And these
it's
people,
like,
that causes them to put themselves out there, and it kind of undermines their brand. When you're in the little scandals like this, people don't take you seriously. And some people don't think nothing of it because they just doing nigga shit on YouTube,
oh
but
wait,
they're
hold on, wait, hold
actually.
on, wait, hold on. You talking about Darnell or you talking about Daryl Long?
No, I
I
was
was talking
talking
about.
about Darnell.
Oh, okay, okay. Never mind, never mind. We
Darnell,
talking about, we talking about the wrong person. Never mind. We
well,
talking
they're
about the
doing
wrong
the
person.
same thing though, but they're doing the same thing. They're all kind of self-destructing because they just
Okay.
insist on being online,
I'm
and they
not going to speak on Darnell. I'm not going to speak on Darnell. I'm going to leave that alone because that's something I really don't want. I don't want. I really don't want to touch. I don't want to touch that. Now that's you know.
oh no, I'm not saying nothing else about him. I'm just saying that he simply is somebody who, it's not working out for him too well.
uh,
Um,
it seemed like for him, he looking for a validation where it's you know they don't you know what let me stick to my own advice. I'm not gonna touch that. Nope, not gonna touch it.
yeah, we can leave that alone. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, I'm gonna
everybody
leave that
sees it. We
alone.
don't everything
Yeah, yeah, I
understood
see
don't
it.
have to
I'm
be
gonna leave it
said.
alone. I see
Yeah,
it, but I'm gonna leave that alone. I was just I'm looking at that like anyway. But
yeah, yeah.
anyway, who is Pistol Hold? Who's Pistol Hold talking about? Um, talking about why are you talking to May? She's married, sir. Well, I'm a grown American. She's a grown American. I think we got a right to have a conversation. I mean, it's not like I'm trying to get with this woman.
My
It-
husband, they so stupid. Like, why do people act like when you're married you don't have a self, a life? My husband's right here in the living room with me. Pistol hole, is that your business? Silly ass people.
you know,
They are
I
like marriage is a that's no wonder, Big J, why nobody wants to get married. They actually literally think you get locked up in a room and you can't go anywhere, you can't do anything, you can't get on the internet. If you get married, it's over for you. This is why y'all motherfuckers don't want to get married, because y'all think about marriage stupid. See? Stupid. That's not how marriage works.
I have a feeling of who Pistol Hold is. I'm gonna leave that alone
Nah, go
because
ahead, call him out. Who is it?
you you might know who it is.
Is it a woman?
No, it's a man.
Oh, I can't imagine. Hope it ain't no stupid ass Corey Carpenter starting again.
Oh my God, not him. But anyway,
Anyway, yeah, but anyway, I just think that folks need to definitely know their boundaries online, and when to call it quits and get off, because you can't do that. And it's a consequence. And that's the thing about it. Once you start talking shit online, hey, you can't control the outcome, because that shit can go a lot of different directions. You can't control people's response. Like we
okay,
unlocked. He was like, I'm gonna get
hold
off
on.
the internet. He didn't get off the internet, and it fucked him up.
Hold on, Pistol Hold. Let me. So you say I'm in everybody's business? Well, let me help you out though, Pistol Hold.
Boop.
If you don't want me to be in everybody's business, then people should have stay out of my business, and people should have made that video about me 2 days ago. That's why I'm in everybody's business because somebody attacked me 2 days ago. That's why I'm getting up in the business. Now,
Yeah.
do you need any other explanation?
Pistol Hole doesn't know what he's talking about. We're talking
Right,
about somebody else who was talking about us in the video. So Pistol Hole,
right,
see your
right,
way
right,
out, because you don't know that is our business. So get your ass
right,
on. Bye
right.
bye,
Because we
bastard.
actually responding to a problem. We ain't starting no shit. We just responding to that bitch ass nigga. And that bitch ass nigga decided to he start feeling himself and got on that live stream talking about Big J this, Big J that, woo 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 woo, and everything else. That's why I mean people's business now.
Yeah, so maybe you, Pistol Hole, you might need to go mind your business, because you clearly don't know what this business is about.
Right.
Since you worried about business, go
Shit.
mind yours.
Why you talking to a grown married woman? Well, because you got an angry ass nigga attack me and May at the same night, unjustified.
And peso.
Yeah, and Peso man too, but it was unjustified attack. It wasn't even justified because I'm like, dude, why are you saying this shit? I was scratching my head when he went out there on that panel and said Big J this, that, there. I'm like, what's this nigga talking about? Dude, that's not even what I said. I told you, Negro, you can't do anything about it because it's the law. He took that per person.
But that goes back to the root of what I'm saying. If you gotta take stuff personal or share personal stuff that gets you upset, you just not you like I said, some people back away from the computer. Do not log on again. That I mean, there's just some people they don't need to be on the internet because they're too vulnerable. They're just too vulnerable. They don't know their boundaries, relationship wise, and how to relate to other people. You can't take anybody online seriously, like not too seriously. You just can't. You can't put your self worth in nobody. You can't do that. It's not healthy. You know what I'm saying? You're not self aware if you do that. You just can't do that. It's not smart. That's
I'm, I'm
all.
still, I'm, I'm still sitting there shaking my head. I mean, scratching my head, and I'm like, you still mad about that comment 6 months ago? You still mad about that shit?
Yeah.
And I wasn't even trying to beef with his ass. All I was telling him was the hard facts. Like, well, I hate to tell you, it's her body, her choice. Anybody can go back and see that live stream. No disrespect. What angered me about it was his behavior. Was really that was getting on my nerves. It was his behavior, him being actingly emotionally when it shouldn't been. Well, in my mind, it shouldn't have been an overly emotional argument because he brought it up. I didn't ask him about his family life. I was making a general statement about why I became pro-choice and why
Yeah.
and why and why niggas need to stop getting up online talking about black women and abortion.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, these people are just, they got to get off the internet. It ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody. That's all I can say. It ain't for everybody.
Right. So
But it's water under the bridge as far as I'm concerned. But
yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I'm done with it. You know, as
But I
far as
think
I'm
he should
concerned,
have
I'm
came
done.
up to your channel though. He should have, because if you say something publicly, you should be really willing to like respond. You know what I'm saying? I think that part is not cool. If and that's why I let it go because he did say, okay, I'll talk to you. All right, we can talk, but you're not gonna keep on like publicly saying shit and then think you're gonna just like roll like that. I'm not gonna let that go.
But
But I feel like
and,
he should at least came to your platform, like for real. If you
right.
respond to somebody and you say so, or you say something to somebody, be prepared to respond to them. And if you can't, then don't say shit to them or about them anyway.
But my thing was this. All right, then appreciate it. So Taker, but I appreciate it. But the thing was, though, May, is that you know what? I'm gonna leave it alone. It's yeah. I'm gonna leave it alone. It was unjustified. It was unjustified. He had no business saying what he was saying over there. He don't even know me like that. And the thing was, why would he come at me like that when I defended him against that heifer over there? That heifer was calling him, "Oh, you gay, you sugary, you are half and half and shit." Hold on.
Who is this pistol hole? Who is it? This is probably somebody from DJ Torch's little crew. It's gotta be. This a female. Probably Prism. Oh, they're so silly. They're so silly.
Right. Who is going to strike me?
This is
You
an
know.
attempt. This is called triangulation, Big J. Triangulation. You want to
Mhm.
drive a wedge between people, so you start making all these stupid accusations. Good try, pistol hole. So stupid. Somebody's bored late on Sunday night, apparently. Got
Yeah.
nothing better to do than come into a chat talking crazy and reckless. But yeah, I got to get going because I do got to get up and get the kid to school. But appreciate you, Big J.
All right, then. Oh, she's saying you might strike my channel.
I know that's what she was saying. I know it's triangulation. Just somebody being extra. It's somebody from Torch's crew. I can guarantee you that, based on what they're saying, because we've been
Mhm.
striking their asses good.
Shit. If they really want to go after somebody's channel, go after Obsidian. Do that.
Right.
Go after BGS. I want y'all to go after BGS. I want y'all to go after Obsidian. If
But
y'all,
you
if
know
y'all
what, Big
really
J, they'll never
hardcore,
do that. You know why they'll never do that? Because they like to rage. And if they got rid of the channels that make them rage, then they won't
right,
have nothing to rage about. So no, they won't
right,
do that. Just
right.
like a lot of these guys are talking about, I don't know why. These red pill dudes are saying, I don't know why they deleted Cynthia G. No, y'all needed her. You needed her for
I've been
fuel.
saying that. I've been saying that for long. Ever since when Cynthia left, YouTube been quiet for 2 weeks.
They've been sad as fuck. They all miss her.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
they
Like
they sit there in her stream looking, just
because
looking,
because
lusting and looking.
because what's her name? Love of Wisdom told me, Big J, I disagree with you. And she made a video disagreeing with what I said because I said like if you knock out the manosphere out
Hmm.
and the SYSBM, the red pill dudes out, divestors and the pink pill and the BWE channels will no longer exist. They need they're codependent of each other.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. I
They're
can
the
tell you right
code.
now who that is, Big J. That right there, that's Prism. That's Prism, because she said that to me before. Get in the yard, May. She said that exactly on her community tab. Get in the yard, May. She's talking about my garden, because I garden every day. She's telling me that. That's hey Prism, Prism pistol. That's Prism. She's bored
Listen,
again.
I'm gonna
I
leave
know
her
you ain't got
alone
nothing to do
too.
with it. I
I'm
know.
gonna leave her alone too. That's somebody I don't want to fuck with.
Nobody wants to be bothered with her. She ruins channels
Nah, I don't want
and
to be fucked with.
energy.
No,
Just
listen.
delete her,
You
bar
know,
her from your
hey,
channel.
listen. Piss a hole. If you are who may accuse you of, listen. I don't want no parts of that shit. I see how you work. No, you know. Let's just cross paths. Let's get out of each other's way. That's all I'm going to tell you because I ain't trying to get up. You know. Oh,
Yeah, don't just that's bitter bitch behavior right there. That's bitter bitch behavior. That's all that is. Bitter bitches. I ignore bitter bitches because they ain't about nothing.
gonna leave that alone. I ain't gonna say
Exactly.
anything.
We're gonna keep it moving. We're
Yeah,
gonna keep it
yeah, yeah.
moving.
You know what? I'm about to put this on. I might put this one behind the paywall or something. 'Cause I don't no parts of this shit. It's already bad enough with with uh with old boy when she's in the chat room talking this. No, I don't want no part of it. No,
Yeah,
no.
I feel you.
Yeah, I
But
don't.
yeah, I was anyway, our conversation wasn't about none of that. It was about people online having boundaries, knowing
Right.
what to do and what not to do. That's what our conversation was about. So anyway, all right. Look, Big J, have a good night.
All right, then. You have a good one.
All right.
Yeah,
Bye.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna put this one away. I'm gonna put this live stream away. I'm gonna go back to uh, Trio Logic's channel because they're talking about Pearl and what old girl did to Pearl. Because I think Pearl lost a channel or donations or demonetized. I forgot what it is, but I gotta go over there because I told y'all they're going after everybody. You in this gender war crap, they demonetizing y'all. So Pearl, I think Pearl got it herself. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. See y'all next time. I'm out. Peace.